Hi, welcome to another video of Chats on Trains. Today we're going to be reviewing the Williamstown line. Now, I don't really know much about this line because it's not a local line to me, but today we're going to be coming across it and reviewing all the stations, giving my opinion and my rating. You're welcome. Alright, so we're currently at Williamstown Station, the very end of the Williamstown line. It's quite a nice station, however I do deduct some points for the lack of coverage because if it's raining or really sunny I don't think it'd be very nice to wait here. However, there are toilets and I think there's like a seating area inside over there, so that's pretty good. It's a bit disappointing the distance from the station to like the actual local shops area. Usually you'd want them to be fairly close, but unfortunately it's a little bit of a walk to get to the shops.
550 meters.
Yeah, 550 meters. If I were to redesign the station, I would move it close to the shops or move shops closer to here. But it's also a quick walk to the beach, which is pretty nice. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a solid 5 out of 10. Now we're here at Williamstown Beach, just like arriving. Just looking around the station, it looks pretty boring. I do like the idea that there is a beach around here, as the name of the station suggests. There's a little bit of coverage with the seating area over here, but not on the other side really. Not enough coverage. It's kind of cute station. I'll probably give it a 4 out of 10. Yeah, 4 out of 10. Alright, now we're here at North Williamstown. I don't see any very good seating options again with the lack of coverage. Looks like a pretty residential area though, which is nice. It's pretty okay. I might give it a 3 out of 10. I haven't really gone around though. But if you look out the window over there, you'll see that we can see the new metro trains that are being built. Very exciting. We love to see new trains, you know? Excited to take a trip on one of these eventually. Yeah. Just if you keep filming here. I think this is where this is when the train depot is, I think. And it does look a lot like a Thomas the Tank Engine. You know, it gives off that kind of energy. Very industrial though. But if you, yep, just film over here. Very Thomas the Tank Engine energy. I think this is where Thomas might live if he were real and in Australia and a train. Yeah, we've got more trains over here, more of Thomas the Tank Engine energy. I think I see a few old V lines, metros. Oh, that's a very old train I see over there. Very interesting. Okay, so currently on the train on the way to Newport. We're just at Williamstown. It looks pretty much the same. I think it's a bit more. There we go. A bit more. Services. I think it's a little bit more industrial, is it? That's a very nice building over there. Actually, we've got quite a few more shops, as you can see. Got a little tattoo shop. Got one of those in every suburb. Yeah, I like the coverage over here and it's pretty good. It's a bit better than the station we were just at, so I might give it a 6 out of 10. Alright, we're now arriving at Spotswood. Now Spotswood, the station itself, not really in the best condition. You know, it's got a few like old looking pipes and the ground doesn't seem to be like very like refurbished or anything. Also like no covering at all. However, Spotswood is home to Science Works. And just for being home for Science Works, I think I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because Science Works deserves a 10 out of 10. It's very underrated, and it's an amazing museum. Take a look at it if you ever get the chance to. A quick walk from Spotswood Station. Now we're going to be arriving at Yarraville, and I just wanted to point out the Westgate Bridge right here. Yeah, pretty cool bridge, pretty cool view of the pretty cool bridge from the Williamstown train line. We are now arriving at Yarraville. I don't really know much about Yarraville at all. Looking around, there seems to be quite a few houses. There might be a few shops around as well. It just seems like an average sort of neighbourhood. Looking at the station itself, it looks quite vintage. A lot of like vintage architecture, but it does have to lose points for the lack of covered seating on this side. Well, on this side, however, there is quite a bit of seating. I like the bit of art over here on the building. It's very nice. Yeah, it's got a nice little cinema. Seems like a friendly local neighborhood. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. We are now arriving at Seddon. It's a pretty interesting name for a station. When I read it, I didn't really know how to pronounce it. I was like, Seddon, is it Seddon? But apparently it's Seddon. Looking around, quite a few houses. Yeah, a few little, is that a little bakery? It's a very old looking bakery. I appreciate that. There is almost no coverage for seating here. There is no seat undercover at all at this station. That is ridiculous. If it's raining or like really sunny, that can be very problematic. Yeah, it's got to lose a lot of points for that. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 for this disrespect to the seating requirements of Melbourne citizens. We are now arriving at Footscray. Footscray is a pretty classic suburb. We've got a lot of, you know, houses, and the station looks pretty nice though. It's quite new compared to the station we've just passed. I like this little metallic bridge thing here. I also like that it's got like the market, it's got quite a few shops around, so there's always something to do at Footscray if you're looking for something to do. I think it's got a few nice cafes as well. I think the V-lines pass through here, and we like these little shaded coverings on like the seatings, and yeah, I think you can just go up here to like leave the station. You know, it seems like a very accessible station as well. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, so if we see right behind you, right there, there is a temple that's, I've always passed in a train before, and I was always curious on, like, it looks quite abandoned if you actually come close to the temple. I was always curious about what's up with it, you know? It looks, is it in use? Like, does anyone know much about that temple? And if you do, could you please let me know, because it's in a very like obscure place to have a temple, but it's very beautiful, so I'm not too sure. Comment down below if you know anything about that temple or anything about it at all. Any fun facts about the Williamstown line, let me know. I think they're starting a regional rail link, a new project for public transport. I always support new projects and improving public transport anyway. Now we're arriving at South Kensington, as you heard. About this station, I don't know what to think about it, because it's right next to the port where all the shipments and like freights and things come in. So it doesn't seem like a very practical station from just like a tourist perspective. And they seem to be building a metro tunnel, as my friend has whispered right behind the camera. Yeah, they're building a metro tunnel around here, which is pretty good, you know. Always for improving public transport, because public transport is important. But yeah, aside from the nice park, I don't really know why you'd want to come here at all. The station itself doesn't seem very nice either. I might give it a 3 out of 10, I'm sorry. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. So the metro tunnel is going to be like a tunnel, as they say, to create more lines for the trains so there's less congestion and more trains can pass through more often, which in itself is a good thing, although it is kind of annoying that it's taking so long to build. But when it is built, it's going to be very good, very nice and very convenient. Support local public transport. We are now arriving at North Melbourne. North Melbourne is a pretty convenient station.
Now arriving at North Melbourne.
Yeah,
Change here for upgrade and Craigieburn services.
Yeah, quite a few train lines run through here. It's a pretty nice station. It reminds me a little bit of South Yarra, if South Yarra was built better. Yeah, it's right near the Docklands, which is nice. You can get a good view of the Melbourne Star. I'm not sure if you can see it from here, but it's got escalators, which is really nice and friendly for people with disabilities. And yeah, it's got a decent amount of covered seating. I think it's a pretty decent station, but there's not really much to do locally around North Melbourne. It's more so further out, or if you're going here for work or something. So for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Alright, I'm not going to be reviewing any of the City Loop stations today because I've already made a video on that. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. Hope you enjoyed our trip through the Williamstown line. Here we've got the Melbourne Star, if you can see through this train that's passing right here. Yeah, as soon as we try and film anything interesting, a train decides to pass through. But yeah, here we got the Melbourne Star. One of a very popular tourist attraction for people visiting Melbourne. Yeah, I'm not sure if visiting Melbourne's an option for everyone at the moment, but if you ever get a chance to after COVID, come along.